Let's see how we're doing. Let's see. Should be live. Yep, think we're live. Do a sound check. Yep, think we're... Yeah, loud and clear. Loud and clear. Hold on. Just 1 second. All right. Apply this here. One more second here. All right. Think I'm good now. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that in general. What's up, guys? What's going on? Wow. This is gonna be hard, man. This is gonna be hard. You know, I knew something was up. I honestly knew something was up. You know, the last time we saw Chadwick Boseman, he looked super frail. I don't know if y'all remember the Skype call. It was like a video he did when he was on camera, and he looked, just super skinny, especially in the face, right? A lot of people were like, "Yo, is he all right?" Some people were saying that he was auditioning for a role and he had to slim up. But me, I was like, I don't know. Or I had my doubts on the whole thing. Now we have confirmation. This happened last night. We lost to Black Panther, ladies and gentlemen. We have lost King T'Challa. And, 2020, honestly, 2020, without a doubt, is the worst year I think I personally had to live through. It is one of the worst years, one of the most depressing years of all time. Every time it seems like we're getting, in the right direction in terms of the steps forward for positivity or things to change, we go back by 20 steps because we're hit with something even more worse. No one's happy anymore. No one is, there's no peace. It just feels there's nothing. Every week we're reminded just how terrible and toxic the world is just when we see on TV. It's insane. Every single day. And now kids in my community, for those of you that don't know, I'm African American. And now kids in my community have lost a role model, an inspiration, and a sense of light in the midst of all this darkness. We lost a hero. And let me tell you something about Chadwick Boseman. This is the crazy part. Chadwick Boseman was fighting colon cancer for 4 years. What was he doing in 4 years, guys? This man was playing a very physically demanding role, and that was Black Panther. This dude gave it his all in every scene. Even the scenes where he wasn't suited up in the Black Panther gear, many people can argue most of his scenes stole the show when he was on the screen. He brought so much power. He brought so much compassion. He brought so much honor to that screen, to that cast. And the dude literally lived the role. And there was just no denying it. The dude just loved what he did. To hear that he was fighting cancer for 4 years and he still gave us this insane performance. He still delivered these roles. He still delivered, these lines and everything. It just hits differently now. It really does. It hits differently. I didn't even know, and this is the crazy part. I didn't even know. Last night I was putting my piece, my desk together, and Lobo hit me up late at night. He's like, "Yo, dude, he passed away." And I'm like, "There's no way." The last time I was ever like blown away by a death of this magnitude, especially in this sense, was Kobe Bryant. But before Kobe Bryant, I think a lot of us can all, raise our hands on this, right? It was Paul Walker for Fast and the Furious. Paul Walker was like, it came out of left field. Nobody expected that. I didn't think I would ever get a message on the phone like, yo, dog, Paul Walker passed away, or Kobe Bryant passed away. It just feels like we're losing everybody in this whole thing, in this whole messed up world we're in. We're losing all these inspirational figures. And at times like this, where I expect people to be united and sending condolences, this is real. This is what kills me with the internet. Sometimes it really does. Y'all already know. I say what I have to say. I speak my mind on the internet. I just tell how it is, right? But what kills me on the internet is the people who act like they can't abandon a persona and just be a human being for once and send condolences, be a man for a change, and wish prayer and send your loves and, just to send anything to those who lost someone. It really does kill me that I see people on the internet who can't even so much as send 5 seconds, just make a 5-minute post or a 2-second post and just wish your condolences towards the families who were involved here. It kills me. You gotta do saying. I remember. I remember when he passed away. When Kobe passed away, dudes was like, "Oh, I never met him. I never knew him." And I'm like, "Yo, dog, that's not how the world works." Because contrary to popular opinion, if it was any of you in that situation, if that was you, that was your brother, your mom's, your dad, your sister. It don't matter. You would at least, when you open up and just, say something like, I just lost someone who was important in my life. You would expect, people to surround you or at least be there, especially in our community. They will be there to offer, their condolences and, just be there to support you. It's like people don't want to see people, they don't want to support people in the future. They don't want to see that no more. They really don't. It's like people are just so territorial when it comes to the internet. People act like, well, I never knew him, so why should I say anything? As soon as I saw his death posted on Twitter, you had dudes yesterday, and I kid you not, I wouldn't be surprised if these posts are still up and people are still posting this, but you had people asking as soon as they heard that Chadwick passed away, what's going on with Black Panther? Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a second. Dudes ask, is Black Panther still happening? My thing, again, why are we talking about a character when you just lost the heart and soul of the character? Why do you care? You know what I'm saying? Why are we talking about Black Panther 2 when we just lost the actor who would have given you more? I don't get that. I don't understand that. It's stupid to me. It's dumb. But again, this just goes to show how pathetic people are in this world, man. It's so pathetic. People can't take 5 seconds out their day and show compassion for human life. And these are the same people, right, who act like, oh, well, I didn't know the person. It didn't happen to me, so why should I care? These are the first people you'll see on social media that as soon as they lose a loved one, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong, these dudes will post and say, yeah, I just lost my brother and all that, and they expect the same type of, treatment. Tell me I'm wrong. These dudes do this. But the sad part is, a lot of these dudes show their true colors. And they burn bridges. And people just don't, and people don't pay them no mind anymore. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that I read this. I read this, and the only thing that came to my mind when I read this, I was thinking Avengers Endgame. I was like, bro, he looked you know what I'm saying? He looked fantastic in Avengers Endgame. But after that, I just remembered a small glimpse of him where he was on screen and he was doing like a live stream, and the dude just looked he just looked so weak in the face, and I was like, "Oh, bro, I seriously, I didn't know if it was depression, You know, I thought it was probably depression with the state of the world or what, but nah, dude just brushed it off. I'm telling you guys, man, mental illness is no joke. You know, your health ain't no joke, man. Dude spent too much time on the internet trying to find stupid shit to argue about. You know? I see too many people putting emphasis on dumb shit, but nobody wants to take a time out their day and really use their platforms and really spread a real true message out there. Nobody. It's sad that I'm like one of the few who actually do this. It's sad. Bruh. Sorry, hold on. I'm not even looking at the chat, but yeah, it's sad, man. I'll read that later in a second. I'll read that later. All right, TX, appreciate it, but I'm really not in the mood. So here's where it gets even more crazy too. So I remember I had this conversation with the Ashton Luca. I had this conversation with All Day. Who else? I think it was Ashton Luca, All Day. It was Slow Mo, Forte, and a few others when we were on Scumcast. And this is when Black Panther came out, right? This is when the movie first came out. And J-Dub. I think J-Dub was on there too. So we all had this conversation and we were talking about this film. And people were wondering, yo, why are people were basically trying to talk down the film. I think a lot of you know exactly where we're going with this. Dudes are saying that the film sucked, the CGI was trash. You know, people are saying that no man can move like that. And we're all happy, we're all excited for the future. And the reason why is because we have a man of color finally on the big screen, finally getting the proper treatment and elevation, and we see someone prosper. Just like you see these, you know, especially in a film. Let's keep it real. Let's keep this 100. We're not blind here on this channel, right? When it comes to the superhero genre, it is mostly dominated by white males. When it comes to the characters, it is mostly 99% dominated by white males. We just now started to get diversity not too long ago in these characters. We haven't gotten no insane diversity. And when we did get characters who did represent people in the, you know, who represented African Americans, they didn't get the proper boost. They didn't get the proper support like a lot of these other films did. So the moment we get that one film, which was Black Panther, get that, and we see it become this global sensation, and everybody loved this character, and you see it, you know what happened? Lights came on in kids' eyes. There's a reason why. Again, this is the reason why I love this film so much, and everybody talks about this film in this way. We all perceive Black Panther in different ways. There's a reason why. Again, a lot of people wonder why they kept going back to the projects, especially notoriously at the end of Black Panther. I'll tell you why. Black Panther is supposed to represent a sense of light for those who are in the rougher parts of the world, those who don't have that many opportunities. That's what Black Panther represents. That's what that character is supposed to represent. Killmonger is supposed to represent what you guys see every day around you in the bad parts of the world. There's a reason why Killmonger at the end of the movie, many people wanted him to be back in more sequels. Because Killmonger, at the end of the day, sure, he's a villain. He's perceived as a villain on screen. But guess what? His motives are justifiable. That is why he's such a big, impactful character. That is why Black Panther is such a big deal. And the fact that we just lost the heart and soul of it, it honestly makes me not even want to see anything else for anything. You know, honestly, I know a lot of people might go, well, maybe they'll recast. Here's the thing. If you recast a role like this, it's not going to be the same. You're not going to feel the same. You're not. You really are not. It's not going to be the same. It's best you just cut it loose. You know? It's best you move on. But the thing is, though, especially in this current state, in the shape of the world, we're all missing out on more than we should have. And it's just depressing. It really is. Let me go to this chat here. I'm not even reading comments. Sorry to everybody who's here. Shout out to you guys. TX Gamer 7, he says Chadwick Boseman was honestly a beam of light in the black community with his role as Black Panther. His loss is a hard one. Wakanda forever. Rest in peace, Chadwick. Absolutely, I agree. That's what he stood for, man. Here's the thing about Blade, and I'm glad you brought up Blade. Blade, we had Blade, right? We have Blade, but here's the thing about Blade, especially when you compare it to how films are produced and how much support they're getting now. Blade didn't get that type of like insane push like you see in these MCU movies. Blade didn't even have he wasn't even part of an extended universe. You know, it was kind of like, it's kind of like looking at the old school blaxploitation films. Notice how blaxploitation films, they weren't really like categorized or part of a bigger film base when it comes to like, you know, everything being together. It was like separated from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It was separated. It was their own thing. That's kind of how Blade was. We were missing that type of character. You know, and that's where I'm trying to get across. But no, it's terrible. It's terrible time. It's terrible time. Come on. You know damn well Blade was not part of anything huge. He only had 3 films and those were his. Well, no, I'm not calling it a black. No, I'm saying it's kind of like how they perceived it. How they, you know, categorized it. Remember, he didn't get anything that branched him out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't get anything that branched him out. He was kind of in his own bubble. He was in his own thing, and we all just supported. He was dope. He was dope. He was a dope character. We love Wesley Snipes, but he was in his own thing. He didn't get this big support. Yeah, big to us as kids, but he didn't get the support. That's what I'm trying to get. You're missing the point here. He didn't get the support the way a lot of these other superhero films did. The moment we got that character that got that type of support and was resonating with fans and became a big sensation was Black Panther. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. You're not listening. It's funny because Black Panther, a lot of people didn't even know who Black Panther was 4 years ago. Let's keep 100. A lot of these dudes claim they're huge Black Panther fans. They didn't know who Black Panther was. You know, for the most part, and this has been like pretty much burnt in kids' minds, especially the younger gen, because they never saw this character. A lot of people believe that Batman was just the richest character in the history of superheroes, or one of the richest characters. And then you had Iron Man be from Marvel, and then here comes T'Challa, who is more rich than Iron Man, who's more rich than Batman, more capable than Batman and Iron Man. And more smarter and tactile than both. But a lot of people didn't know who that was. I remember when I read the comic back in the day. I remember I said to myself, and this was 20 years ago. Keep in mind, I was 7 years old. This is 20 years ago. I read the comic for Black Panther. And I was like, dog, I would love to see this on the big screen. I would love to see a big, you know, just see this film come to life. And 20 years later, we actually get that. Bruh. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, he was in that. He was in that Unknown. That's true. He was in that. What's up, Salty? Hey, Don. What's up? Shout out to everybody in the chat. But no, it just it's crazy. It really is crazy. I remember I was like, dog. I remember like. Like, when you look at the MCU films, you go back to MCU films, a lot of people argue and say, like, when, like, people say, like, who has the best story in the MCU, right? A lot of people will say, like, Captain America. But who has the most impactful story? That easily comes to Black Panther. You know? I think we all can agree in unison. That's just how they did it with the MCU. They nailed this character so well. And it kind of makes me wonder, did they know? Seriously, did they know that he was sick? Because if you look at the ending of Black Panther, it's kind of close-ended, wouldn't you say? It's not really like open-ended. It doesn't really like set up much. It's kind of like you're kind of left to assume something's going to happen at the end, right? Because they don't show nobody. They don't really say anything. You know? They didn't really say anything. So it's kind of like they just was like, they were playing it safe with Chadwick Boseman and hoping that he was getting better because they didn't really do anything. Notice how each particular film in the MCU has like a cliffhanger or some kind of like setup in the end and the mid-credits. There was nothing like that for Black Panther. Nothing like that. Well, maybe actually no. Let me rephrase that. There was one, but that was for Infinity War, and that was the one where we saw. I think when we saw Bucky Barnes, because remember he got his mind was healed. Like they got rid of the codes in his mind. But again, you get what I'm saying. That was pretty much it. It just it's crazy. Oh man. Man. This year is trash. This is a terrible year. And then we got confirmation Cliff Robinson just passed away. Yeah. Not even 24 hours passed away, and we lost another star. We lost Cliff Robinson. Bro. This is 2020. So who did we lose in 2020? We lost Chadwick Boseman, aka the Black Panther. We just lost Cliff, right? We just lost Cliff Robinson. We lost John Witherspoon. We lost Richard Pryor. Who else did we lose? I mean, we lost that Glee singer who was Kobe. We lost Kobe Bryant. We lost that Glee singer who was teaching her son how to swim, right? And like she got pushed out like by a current and drowned in front of her son and sunk. Guys, remember that? That wasn't too long ago neither. 2020 is really depressing. Yeah, Mac Miller, Nipsey. That's true. I thought Nipsey passed away in 2019. I thought that was 2019. Was that 2020 for Nipsey? I thought it was 2019. I know, Pop Smoke. That's another one. Yeah, he passed away too. Juice. John Travolta as well. Yes, yeah, Kelly Preston as well. That's true. That is true. Kelly Preston's wife passed away. Bro, it's just, life's too short, man. Life is too short. No, I could have sworn I saw that in 2019. He was close. He was close to 2020. He was close, but 2019 was like the case for it. So, yeah, he was definitely there. Man, I don't even know what to say anymore, guys. I don't know what to say. This just hits so different, you know. I like, again. There's just those deaths that really hurt you. It hurts you to your core. Kobe Bryant was one. You got Mr. Boseman here who played Black Panther and was going to represent us in even bigger lights. Let's keep it real. I honestly believe Black Panther 2, if he was still around and they had the chance to build him to the character that we knew he could have been, his films would have probably surpassed all the other ones in droves. Like the second one, I could actually see that one getting closer to $2 billion. Because everybody was so excited and looking forward to a sequel for, Chadwick Boseman and what they were going to do. There were so many cool villains they were going to bring out. It's like, dog, they were going to do so much cool stuff on him. And it sucks that we'll never see his vision. We'll never see him on screen again. It hurts. And that scene, and I remember everybody was sharing around that scene. You know that scene where everybody turns into dust at the end of Infinity War? They turn to dust. Bro, that scene hurts. That scene hurts. Even more now that we got this information, and this hurts even more, bro. It's just the worst time. Honestly, this is the worst time. Really is. I don't know. My phone was literally going off, but nah, this is differently. I don't even know what to say, man. Yeah, he did say this is no place to die. But you know what's cool about Black Panther 2? It was the ending message that he said to everybody at the I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was, but it was like the little conference he did, right, with all the world leaders, and he was offering them resources. to help them, build truce. This quote, I got it right here, but this quote, it holds so true even to this day right now. It's crazy. But this is what he said. We all know the truth. More connects us than divides us. But in times of crisis, the wise build bridges while the foolish build barriers. We must find a way to look after one another as if we were one single tribe. Bruh. At a time like this, that stands so true. At a time like this. It really does. But nah, man. This really hurt me today, guys. This really hurt. And I don't know what's gonna happen next, honestly. I don't know what they're gonna, do afterwards. I really don't. But I don't know. He said, y'all think Disney so Marvel knew about it and possibly. I actually think so, yeah. A lot of people are saying they did. A lot of people actually believe that they did. I think they did. So, yeah. I believe so. So, I do believe so. Yeah. This is the worst time, man. Worst time at this. It's the worst time. You can't be excited for anything. You can't be, and honestly, it honestly feels like we can't even be hopeful for anything. Because every time we hope for the better, we get hit with something even worse, Ugh. It's crazy. I don't know. Oh, boy. Boy. But, nah. I just want to do the stream. I was going to upload something, then this hit me late last night when I was building my PC desk, and I was like, dog, I got to make a video, and I was going to do a video tribute, but then I saw, these comments on Twitter, dude saying, prioritizing the film over him, and I'm like, yo, y'all sick. Y'all sick to me, y'all make me sick. But I had to do this stream, man. I really did. I just had to talk and let it out, man, my thoughts on this whole thing. But honestly, real talk, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all rocking out. I love y'all. I want y'all to be safe out here. Y'all be safe. Just, y'all treasure the time y'all have with the ones y'all love, man. Seriously, I mean that. Y'all take the time out y'all day to be with the ones y'all care about the most. If y'all got friends y'all ain't talked to, y'all need to hit them up immediately and tell them what's up, see how they doing. And this time, man, on some real talk, in this time like this, we need to be united and not divided. We all need to be together and just, bring each other that much closer. 2020, I don't even know. I don't know the future. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'll be here next year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who will be here next year. And that's just how quick life goes, man. Life can be stolen from you that fast. And that becomes more and more apparent each and every day. I hope y'all, use this as that type of inspiration that y'all really do need to reevaluate the way things are looked at out here. We lost Chadwick Boseman. We lost the Black Panther. But again, that message that they put in that film can still become a reality if we push forward. Just remember that. Anyway, this is Ryan. I'm signing out. I'll see y'all first thing Monday. All right? Y'all be blessed. Y'all be easy. Again, y'all be safe. Love y'all. Thank you again for watching. Hit that like button if y'all enjoyed this and y'all get what I'm saying here. Hit that like button. I'll see y'all Monday, man. Y'all be good. What's up, CJ? And for those of y'all that might watch this later, for all y'all that's here, I want y'all to type Wakanda Forever in the chat. Seriously. That is so true. Wakanda Forever. Y'all be good, man. Later.